Today's destination is the state of Michigan. Michigan is a state in the United States of America, and it is nicknamed the Wolverine State. Four of the Great Lakes share borders with Michigan: Superior, Huron, Michigan, and Erie. No wonder it's sometimes called the Great Lakes State. It's bordered by Indiana, Ohio, and Wisconsin in the south, and the Great Lakes in Canada in the east, north, and west. It's also the only U.S. state that's split into two big pieces, the Upper Peninsula in the north and the Lower Peninsula, known as the Mitten, in the south. They're connected by the 5-mile Mackinac Bridge. The Upper Peninsula is forested with low hills. It includes the state's highest point, Mount Arvon, but even that's a relatively short 1,979 feet. The Lower Peninsula is mostly flat, with some hills on the north. It's also home to thousands of miles of shoreline, including Sleeping Bear Dunes National Lakeshore, where 400-foot dunes give a clear view of Lake Michigan. Over 40% of the state is covered in water. That's more than any other state. Michigan even has islands, including Isle Royale, a national park in the middle of Lake Superior. People have lived in the land now called Michigan for at least 12,000 years. Many centuries after those first inhabitants arrived, Native American tribes lived on the land, including the Kickapoo, Miami, Ojibwa, Potawatomi, and Fox and Sox. 11 Native American tribes still live in Michigan today. In 1805, Michigan became a U.S. territory. Settlers began pouring in around 1825, once the newly built Erie Canal made traveling across the country much easier. Michigan joined the Union as a free state in 1837. Just before 1900, automakers ran some Olds as an Oldsmobile, and Henry Ford built some of the first cars in Detroit. The city is still called Motor City because so many cars are made there. Lansing is the capital city of Michigan. The city lies in a shallow valley that is shaped like a cup. The Grand and Red Cedar rivers flow through the city. Other major cities in Michigan are Detroit, Grand Rapids, and Ann Arbor. Michigan is home to many types of animals, especially the widespread white-tailed deer, the state animal. Once wiped out by hunters, native elk and moose have made comebacks after herds were relocated from Wyoming and Canada. Red-bellied snakes, spiny soft-shelled turtles, and five-limbed skinks are few of the reptiles that slink and creep through the state. Michigan is known for fishing thanks to its 3,288-mile coastline, the longest freshwater coastline in the United States. Forestry is another important industry, as 90% of the Upper Peninsula is covered in trees. The Henry Ford Museum is filled with examples of American genius. Thomas Edison's laboratory, a copy of the Declaration of Independence, and even the bus that civil rights activists rose apart. Singers Madonna, Diana Ross, Stevie Wonder, and tennis player Serena Williams were all born in Michigan. The state of Michigan is a wonderful place to live. It is blessed with the riches of unspoiled nature. The nation's longest freshwater coastline, lakes that feel like oceans, golden beaches, and an abundance of fresh produce straight from the farm, glorious sunrises and sunsets, and endless opportunities for recreation.